Today, we are diving into a really fascinating playbook for turning Perplexity, the AI search engine that gives you direct answers, into a full-blown money-making machine. We're going to walk through one creator's exact strategy, step by step, for going from simple prompts to actual profit. I mean, think about it. We usually see search engines as just tools, right? You use them to find information. But what if one could actually become your partner? A partner in creating content, drumming up leads, and even building digital products from scratch. Well, that's exactly the idea we're going to dig into today. And look, this isn't just some theory. We're looking at a real-world system that turns these little AI interactions into actual tangible revenue. It's a four-part strategy that stacks on itself, starting with simple content creation and building all the way up to running a full-on agency. So here's our game plan. First up, the AI content machine. Then we'll build a lead generation funnel. After that, we'll explore the digital product factory. And finally, we'll see how to scale it all with an AI-powered agency. All right, let's jump into the first play. Okay, so the first part of this playbook is probably the most accessible. It's something anyone can start with. It's all about using Perplexity to create a social media content engine that, get this, builds an audience and makes you money directly. The beauty of this is just how simple and repeatable the whole workflow is. First, you ask Perplexity for the latest news in whatever niche you're in, say the SEO industry. Then you take that news and feed it right back into the AI with a really detailed prompt to generate your posts. The result? You get this constant stream of content that fuels both platform revenue and, of course, audience growth. Now this is the secret sauce right here. The prompt itself. It's not just, hey, write me a tweet. No. Look how specific it is. It asks for a certain style, a tone, a structure, a hook, and most importantly, a call to action. It's this level of detail that turns a generic AI response into seriously effective marketing copy. And here's the proof that it works. This isn't some hypothetical number. The creator shows this exact amount, $479 earned in just 2 weeks from X's revenue sharing. That works out to almost $1,000 a month. That's a pretty sweet side hustle, all from automated tweets. All right, moving on to the next play in the book. This is where it starts to get really powerful. I mean, earning ad revenue is great, don't get me wrong, but the real value is in owning your audience. And this phase is all about turning those casual viewers into direct leads you can contact anytime. The entire lead generation machine, this whole system, it gets kicked off by one simple phrase, a call to action that's placed in every single piece of content. It's the little bridge that takes someone from being a passive scroller to an engaged lead. And there it is. So simple. DM me, guide for the full breakdown. It's direct, it offers clear value, and there's no friction. It's just an easy way for someone who's interested to raise their hand and say, yep, I want to know more, and that simple action kicks off the entire capture sequence. So let's just trace the user's path here. They see the call to action, they send the DM, and in response, they get a link to a private community. Now that feels way more valuable than just a PDF, right? The moment they join, boom, their email is captured and they're officially in your marketing funnel. It's a really brilliant way to turn that social media buzz into a real business asset. Okay, now we're getting into the more advanced moves. So we've created content, we've captured leads. What's next? The next step is using some of Perplexity's experimental features to create actual digital products and assets. What's so wild here is just how versatile this is. On one hand, you can literally prompt the AI to build you a simple, functional app, like an SEO calculator. You could use this as a new lead magnet or even build it for a client. Then, on the other hand, you can have it research a topic and spit out a complete direct response landing page to sell your stuff. You're basically using AI as both your developer and your copywriter. It's amazing. And that brings us to the final play of the whole playbook, taking all these individual skills and bundling them up into a high-value service. You're no longer just using this system for yourself, you're selling it to clients as a done-for-you AI agency. So what can you actually offer? Well, pretty much everything we just talked about. Automated social media content, blog generation, you can even do AI avatar video production or manage AI-driven ad campaigns. Every single part of the playbook we've walked through becomes a service you can sell. All right, let's zoom out for a second and look at how all these pieces really fit together. Because it's not just a collection of cool tricks, it's a complete, scalable business model, all powered by AI. This table really just sums it all up perfectly.
You start with the content machine to build your audience and get some initial revenue. You use the lead funnel to capture that audience for yourself. Then you leverage the product factory to create valuable assets. And finally, you scale it all by offering it as an agency service. See how each step just logically builds on the last one? It creates this incredibly powerful business engine.
And that really brings us to the big final question. This playbook shows AI acting as a content creator, a lead generator, a developer, and a copywriter. So, as these tools start to take over more and more of the doing, what does that mean for the role of the entrepreneur? Maybe the new premium skill isn't execution anymore. Maybe it's strategy, creativity, and the vision to assemble these powerful tools in new and interesting ways. What do you think?